Welcome back to 1230 ESPN, The Fan 2. You're listening to On Deck. My name is Mark Anthony Williams, alongside Corey Ashley and Ken Ross. Let's shift gears a little bit here and talk a little college football. Tonight we have a clash in the Mid-American Conference between the Buffalo Bulls visiting the Ohio University Bobcats. I'm a Mid-American Conference graduate, so I'm biased. We've got Buffalo playing at Ohio University. Ohio University is one of the powerhouses in this conference. What do you think? Buffalo, they had a great season a couple years ago with Coach Turner Gill, and they have kind of fallen by the wayside. Turner Gill's now with the Kansas Jayhawks. Corey, your thoughts about the game tonight in the Mid-American Conference?
I feel like Ohio is probably going to take this game. I mean, they're battle tested. They actually play big time schools outside of the conference, so they actually have some experience against other big time schools other than just the smaller schools that they play in their actual divisions.
Yeah, and I think they're outcoached, quite frankly. Buffalo, that is. I think Ohio having Frank Solich on the sideline is a huge advantage for Buffalo. You know, he was shown the door out of Nebraska just because he wasn't Tom Osborne. And, you know, I think they're the lesser for it. And Ohio is Ohio is definitely taking advantage of that.
This Bowling Green grad used to watch Ohio get destroyed week after week in the Mid-American Conference back when this old man was in school. It's nice to see Ohio University with a quality coach doing very well. You're listening to ESPN 1230, The Fan 2. Ken Ross, Corey Ashley, and my name's Mark Anthony Williams. Guys, there's some big games coming up this week. Let's talk about Alabama at LSU. That's a huge game. I call that an elimination game. Corey, what do you see needs to happen in that game for LSU or Alabama?
LSU's defense is going to have to win the game for them. Out of 120 teams in the country, LSU's offense is 102.
Wow.
That's just terrible.
Yeah, that's a number, isn't it?
Honestly.
Well, not only that, Coach Fewer Miles has a lot to make up for in terms of the head-to-head coaching battle.
The Mad Hatter?
Yeah. Coach Saban has him lapped by now a couple times. I think that he's been playing with house money for a while, has Miles, and I don't see them putting a full game together against the Alabama attack. I think the tide will roll.
LSU is getting almost a touchdown, according to the experts out in Vegas. Alabama's won the last two games straight up. The home team is 1-4 against the spread. Corey, I see a huge advantage for the quarterback position for Alabama. Your thoughts?
I really don't, honestly, because McElroy hasn't really shown that he can play that well against the defense. The ability that LSU's defense really has, they have the ability to stop the running game. So he's going to have to
stop it against Auburn. Auburn ran it down their throat.
Who has stopped Auburn?
Alabama hasn't played them yet.
They barely stopped them last year, and that was without Cam Newton.
Well, that's true. Cam Newton's incredible. Heisman candidate. Ken?
I just see the double attack in the backfield from Alabama just running over LSU. And then, look, I mean, their quarterback, McElroy, has really taken hold of this offense. He's run it pretty well this year.
He's had a couple of short,
more so than he had in the past.
He's had a couple of short games this year, which reflects their two losses. But I agree with you. In my humble opinion, McElroy, huge advantage at quarterback. Alabama's 5-3 against the spread in the last 10. The visiting team is 11-2-1 against the spread in the last 11 games. This prognosticator says take Alabama minus the points. Let's go to Arkansas and South Carolina. Arkansas 6-2, South Carolina 6-2. Home team is 3-0 against the spread in this matchup. Again, let's compare the quarterbacks, Mallett versus Garcia. When I did the comparison on the statistics, I thought it was quite close. Corey, your thoughts?
If you're a betting man, why would you take Garcia? He hasn't shown me anything to say that I've wised up and I'm a smarter quarterback.
I think you're right. Garcia is very unpredictable. Ken?
Well, I believe that the SEC is a coach-driven league, and I believe very firmly that the better coach in this situation is the old ball coach, Steve Spurrier. I think he's got these guys loaded for bear. He coaches them up every week, Sunday through Friday, and they are going to come out. That's not taking anything away from Petrino, but I think Spurrier has really earned his salary this year, and he's got these guys raring, for game.
As much as it pains me to say it, Petrino is actually a good coach. Everywhere that he's gone, he's won. And other than Atlanta, where he disappeared in the night, but other than that, I mean, everywhere he's won,
wasn't it?
Yeah, man.
As a lifelong Falcon fan, that just I don't know.
We need to take a quick break to pay some bills, but don't go away. We'll be right back with the NFL's latest bad boy list and their bad boy fines. You're listening to On Deck on ESPN 1230, The Fan 2.